put this down. All right, and then I think what else will do some cleaning up. All right, here at GKR, we don't just do full builds, we also do partial builds. So this truck specifically, customer brought it to us. They wanted the interior to be completely redone, and then the wooden floor, the step side, to kind of be freshened up and put back together. They had pine in the back instead of like an oak, a little harder wood. So let's check it out. All right, so you guys remember the Bronco? It was a lot of custom work. It was custom fabrics, custom dash, all that good stuff. This isn't so much custom. There's plenty of work put into it, but a lot of it is kind of just like factory repop stuff. The dash pad here, door panels, seat here, you know, a little more of the stuff we bought from LMC Truck. Great provider, great supplier for all these parts that you need on these old trucks like this. We resprayed the interior a gloss black, which really just cleaned it up a lot more as like a, you know, that canvas to put all the new red pieces on, and it just cleans it up in here. You know, we put a aftermarket steering wheel. The wooden steering wheel is a hit right now. It's in. You know, it just kind of all comes together and really makes it nice and comfortable in here and cozy. But remember the red color here, because we're gonna go check out the bed now. All right, so we're back here at the bed. As you can see, this is all new wood we got in here. We bought new oak, brand new fresh hard oak. Like I said, there was pine in here before. It was a super soft pine, rough cut. It just didn't fit the truck, especially with the red interior. And you know, I didn't want to go with a red paint here, or you know, like a true red here. I wanted to do the red tint with this wood, so you can see it's like a red oak stain we added to it. And you know, it really just, you know, it makes it pop. It's subtle enough to fit in the bed back here, but it kind of ties into that interior red that we've got going. So, you know, I think this is, you know, I love these wooden beds. I think they're absolutely beautiful, especially with this little red tint on the black. It just really pops, and I like it a lot. All right, so a few things here, not things we did, but things we cleaned up. Were the bumpers, front and back. The white, we kept them white. It just has a different look. It kind of just pops. You know, like I said, this was done by someone else, but there are things we just kind of kept. Was the red cover here. Again, ties into that interior, kept that. And if you'll notice, the owner really loves that. But that's a Cadillac badge. It's kind of cool. You know, when I first saw it, I was like, well, that doesn't fit. But it grew on me, and it's just one of those little quirks things. You know, this is kind of one of those cars, little projects. It's kind of just quirky here and there, you know, kind of just do the little things here and there, you know, white bumpers, red Chevy emblem, and then the Cadillac emblem. Just kind of makes it its own little separate truck from, you know, anything else you've seen. So yeah, that was kind of a short synopsis. Not really too much to talk about on this truck, but that's what's, you know, great about it is it was just a partial build. You know, customer just dropped it off and said, here's what I want this to look like on the backside. We dug into it, you know, needs interior, bed floor. There was no rear bumper, got a new bumper on it. Dash lights didn't work. You know, I think one blinker up front didn't work, one rear blinker didn't work on the opposite end. Just random stuff like that, didn't have a horn on it. You know, random stuff like that. And, you know, we just, all those little loose end things we kind of just took care of. Cleaned it up really nice on the interior, because like I said many times, you know, interior is where you're with this car most of the time, driving it around. You drive cars, you want it to be comfortable, and just nice, you know, when you're driving the car. So, you know, that's where we put some money on this one. It's in the interior, and it really came out nice for kind of factory OEM style stuff. And you know, if it's something that you're interested in, you've got an old car or something that, you know, paint's fine, or vice versa, interior's fine, but you want to do some paint, you know, some engine work, you know, drivetrain. We put some exhaust on this, forgot to mention that, Flowmaster, you know, stuff like that. You just got a few, you know, things left to do in a project you just want it finished out. We can do that here, you know, and do one of our partial builds for you. So you might notice I'm wearing some different clothes. Well, that's because we're doing a little edit to the video and little add-on, because customer came out, loved the truck so much, he asked, what else can I do to this truck? How else can I make this thing more badass? Because he just, you know, he loved kind of the work we had done so far. And, you know, he's a big audio guy, so suggested that, and, you know, away we went with the audio, put some custom boxes in here. We got kick panel speakers now. We dynamated the entire truck where we could, and, you know, really up the sound system. To keep the factory look that he wanted right here with the factory radio, we'll just have, you know, one in here that's not hooked up, but just for looks. We made a custom bracket in the glove box here, and it's all wrapped and clean in here. You know, it's just looks really nice in here, tucked away, and, you know, everything's sealed in there. And you never know, control it all by your phone, Bluetooth. But the biggest thing is the fabrication and custom work we did here in the back. And if you can see, we added these corner rear speakers, and then just the presentation on the sub box and amplifier setup here is just so nice and so clean. It looks so cool back here with the way we've got it all wired, and, you know, just the level of detail I think is really great back here. That Austin really did a big part of all of this and kind of designed it himself. So really happy with how this came out, and you know, I think the customer is going to be happy not only once but twice now.